and welcome to Medical Monday. I'm Jessica Hill, your host and the Director of Nursing here at Southeastern Community College. I have Dr. Peter Chambers with me again today, the Surf Doc, Emergency and Family Medicine Specialist. This month, we're going to be talking about spring break travel and your health. Welcome.
It's nice to be here again.
Yeah, where are you going on spring break?
Probably working, but spring break's wonderful, right? Daffodils are starting to pop up, water's getting warm at the beach. Lots of things to think about with respect to travel and where you're going, what you're gonna do, and how to stay healthy during any vacation, but particularly spring break. You know, spring break's interesting. Spring break is basically a kid's vacation, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can remember spring break as a kid. It was like, woo-hoo, spring break. We're going away in college, getting way off campus. In Southern California, we went to the desert. We went to Palm Springs. Here, we live in a destination, so everybody kind of goes to the beach.
Yeah, that's right.
Or it's a family vacation time. Take the elementary school kids and the younger kids and get away for that 1 week, and it's a pre-vacation.
Yeah, it's a perfect time of year. It's starting to warm up, like you said.
Right.
Families and children take off of school and head out of state. They head to the beach,
Yep.
They head to the mountains or wherever. We live in a great location here because we can get to both places, right?
Here's been my history. People go on vacation, whether it's spring or summer, all common sense, all logic goes out the window. They forget the real simple things that can either make or break a vacation or any time.
So tell us about some of those things. What do we need to be, what do families need to be preparing for as they're looking towards making these plans for spring break?
First of all, when you go away on spring break or any vacation for that matter, you're going to engage in things that are a little bit more dangerous. You're going to be in the car, you're going to be on bicycles, you're going to be on the ATV, you're going to be at the beach, you're going to be where there's water. So it's more high risk kind of stuff. So you have to be careful about that. And people, again, all common sense, pile onto that golf cart. You just need to be more safe.
All right, basic safety and preventative things to keep you healthy.
Wear your seatbelt. If you're swimming at the beach or a pool, designate a water watcher, be in front of the lifeguard. When we're talking about spring break in particular, remember the water is still a little cold at the beach. Ideal water temperature for swimming, like if you went to a city recreational pool or Olympic swimmers training, is 82 degrees. Competitive swimmers like it a little less, like 78. But the water's too cold in March and April to go in the water. And when you have spring break, all the hype with spring break before you go, and you're fantasizing it's going to be sunny and you're going to lay out
warm, packing all those bathing suits,
and you're going to go in the ocean. Ocean's too cold.
Yep.
It's way too cold, and you get in, you can't swim as well in cold water. You can get hypothermic.
Shocking, right?
Shocking.
Your body's
special populations. The older you get, the younger you are, or if you're pregnant or you have chronic illnesses, you got to be careful about the water temperature.
Sure, especially around here because things haven't quite warmed up yet.
Right.
Whenever people go on spring break and schools are out, but there are plenty of families who travel to other states, Florida or
Florida's a little warmer. You go to California, it's very cold. I looked at the water temperature just yesterday in the surf report. It was 58 degrees.
Ooh.
Way too cold to go into.
Wow. So if you're surfing or you're doing something like that over spring break around here,
you have to wear a wetsuit.
You need a wetsuit.
And any length of time in the water, it can be dangerous. You can't swim well in 58 degree water.
Well, you mentioned something just a minute ago that piqued my interest. Let's talk about a water watcher. Tell people what you mean when you say a water watcher.
When you're involved in water activities, whether it's a pool, you're at the park, somebody's backyard, and it can be 2 inches of water, or you're at the beach, or you're on the waterway, somebody has got to be in charge of watching the water, acting as a quasi-lifeguard, so to speak. Here's the big thing, that person can't be drinking. You can't be all on the beach, popping those Bud Lights, and the person that's got the Bud Light be the water watcher. There has to be one designated person whose primary activity is being on the beach, sitting in the chair, watching the water. Make sure everybody follows the rules, make sure everybody is swimming within their ability. You got to designate it. There's been lots of campaigns. There's some organizations that you can get tags and identify this is the water watcher. It's a simple thing to do. That should be a campaign we should do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Become
you
a water
have
watcher.
that water watcher has the cell phone, knows how to get in touch with 911, knows how to call the lifeguard, knows all the basic things. It's a simple thing, and you need a water watcher in the backyard. People think it's safe just because you're in somebody's backyard. You almost need them there more. And I go to people's houses, I have a pool, and again, people are jumping in and there's alcohol involved. You gotta be careful. Water watcher.
So, thinking of spring break, people usually plan big vacations at spring break. So they're going on cruises, and especially, you know, we're here at Southeastern, so we have students that are planning these big vacations, younger kids who are old enough to be on their own, and they're heading out on a cruise, or they're taking a flight to Las Vegas or wherever. What are some things that they can do that will help keep them healthy while
First
they're
of all,
gone?
don't do too much. You know, you spend all this money, you've got your 1 week or your 2 weeks, and you want to get the biggest bang for your buck. People do too much, and I've been guilty of that. Everybody does. You know, you drink too much, you eat too much, you don't get enough sleep, you don't have the kids get their naps, and it makes it miserable. I'm telling you, don't do too much.
And then you're tired when you get back, and it's hard to catch up.
Yeah, you go to Disney, and you're trying to squeeze every park in 2 days. I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So just pick the highlights for a vacation and just do that. It's a good excuse to take another vacation.
Sure, and then when people are getting on planes or they're in their vehicles and they're traveling long distances, and you're thinking about health things, they need to be getting up and walking around to prevent blood clots.
Absolutely. You know, every hour and a half, 2 hours, at least get out of the car, walk around a little bit. It's good for the driver. Switch drivers, stretch, walk back and forth, get that blood circulating.
Take a break.
Yeah, take a break. The kids want that
If
too.
you're drinking, stay hydrated.
Oh yeah, stay hydrated. Water's the best thing. If you're gonna do electrolyte replacement drinks, remember, split it with 50-50 water and energy drink. When you're drinking a lot of those Gatorades and electrolyte replacements, if you don't cut it with water, if you drink a lot of it, it actually can cause upset stomach. You don't need that during a trip.
All right. Cruises. Some people get seasick, right?
Yep.
So you can see your family doc to get a little something to help with that.
Even over-the-counter stuff, you can get Dramamine, you can get Meclizine, all over the counter. They make you sleepy. So try it ahead of time or get it in your system so the sleepiness, if you're wearing a scopolamine patch behind your ear, kind of wears off a little bit. Do it about 24 to 48 hours before you get on that cruise ship. Important thing about a cruise ship, there's not enough gel in the world. Hand sanitizer. Carry it with you, keep it in your pocket. Find out where all the hand sanitizers, make a game of it with your family. Okay, sanitize. Okay, you can't get enough of that.
Gotcha. So, did you know that we have a passport office here at Southeastern?
Know. It's a great addition.
Yes, so let's go to Terry Priest and let's have her tell us a little about the passport office here at Southeastern Community College and how that can help you.
At SCC, we're not just about academics, we're also about supporting the community. Whether you're a student, faculty, staff, or a member of the community, SCC Passport Services, which is handled by the SCC Foundation, is your one-stop destination for hassle-free passport services. To apply for a U.S. passport through our office, appointments are basically required. You can schedule your appointment by calling us at 910-788-6260. As a passport acceptance facility, we'll assist you in completing the DS-11 application for a new passport. And then we'll forward it on to Passport Services section of the U.S. Department of State. All applicants must appear in person and provide proof of U.S. citizenship, proof of identity, and a recent 2x2 photograph. Additional requirements apply to applicants that are under the age of 18. When it comes to fees, there are several involved in the passport application process, including an application fee that's payable to the U.S. Department of State, and this is payable only by personal check, money order, cashier's check. There's also a $35 acceptance fee that's payable to the SCC Foundation. For more information on fees and payment methods, you can visit travel.state.gov. That's the only official website. If you have any questions or would like to schedule an appointment, feel free to give us a call at 910-788-6260. And remember, for additional requirements, always visit the official website for passport information at travel.state.gov. Thank you for choosing Southeastern Community College, and we look forward to serving you.
So it sounds like you're going to be working over spring break. You want to know what I'm going to do?
Grading papers.
I'm going to go to my favorite place in the whole world, Lake Waccamaw.
Wonderful. Best thing we've got. It's on our doorstep. People don't go there.
Yes.
I've talked to people that have lived here for 20 years, never been to Lake Waccamaw.
It is my favorite place in the entire universe.
Nature
I
Center.
love it.
Nature Center. Simple swimming. Water will be too cold, but you can put your
Quiet.
feet in it. Quiet, beautiful sunsets, sunrises.
Absolutely. That's
Just
where
remember,
I'm going.
when you're on vacation, I want to get this across. Acute illnesses take place. Just because you're on vacation, it doesn't mean you're void of urinary tract infections, appendicitis, headaches. People have heart attacks. People just get sick. So be on the lookout and be aware of people's symptoms. You know, don't chalk everything up to they're tired or dehydrated. People get sick.
Right.
So when you go to your destination, know your resources. Know where the hospital is, know where the urgent care is, know where the 24-hour pharmacy is. Be prepared, take stuff that you may need, and always take more than 1 day of prescription medication. I see people like, they just, well, I have my medicine with me, and then they stay an extra day, or they stay an extra 2 days, or something breaks down, or they miss their flight. Always carry an extra week's worth of medication.
Yeah, very good point. For people who might be taking even longer vacations to places that are out of the country,
Right.
sometimes travel health insurance is a good idea,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Particularly if you are prone to have some problems at home or you
Right.
have some comorbidities that you're living with.
Right. When I go to Costa Rica, I always buy air flight insurance. You know, that if something happens to me, I get hit by a bus or something, and I need to be flown out of the country. I even buy that. It's inexpensive for
Yeah, well,
the
the-
peace of mind.
The health systems are different in different
they're
countries.
different.
They don't operate the same way. So
No, they don't.
you know, I've known people who've been to places out of the country who needed to use an emergency room for whatever reason, and then they had to pay all this money up front
Yeah.
because they wouldn't treat you. So it's not
Yeah.
not like it is here.
Yeah. Got to just think about all this stuff. Have a discussion about
That's right.
it. You know.
Well, I hope you don't have to work all spring break. I hope you get to enjoy some time at
Yeah.
the beach or the lake
Or Lake Waccamaw.
or somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere where there's water.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. You're the surf doc.
Thanks. It's fun to be here.
Thank you. I appreciate you joining us.
And we're going to have another episode at the waters. Talk about water.
Yeah, we're going to do
Talk
a
about water
full
safety.
episode on
And
water
we'll,
safety.
And we'll get in the water and talk about things. And
I can't wait.
it'll be fun.
As soon as it warms up.
Yeah, you got a while.
All right. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Medical Monday. Join us again next month for a new topic. Stay well.